This temperate night, I lay supine to the moon. She heals my soul. Yes, yes, yes. Blessed moon, she comes to heal us as we steal away in the night. To find love, to find ourselves. To let the light enter us. The I Ching for the week of September 5th, 2016. Number 6, Song, Dispute and Conflict. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. Above is Qiangan, heaven and energy and spirit power, and below is Kan, the precipice. Water, danger. The wisdom, there are arguments brewing within. Don't be afraid, don't be intimidated. Stand steady in the center. There will be no completion. Hear that? Be easy on yourself, for these times are not meant for completion. During times of conflict, whether it is being reflected in relationships, business, or the family tribe, there's no way to see clearly what must be done to bring about the correct actions to regain peace. The only place of clarity is in the center. By holding to neutrality while others are pleading their case to authority or become to bully or intimidate to be right, you will benefit to hold your tongue and truth by neither taking stance of the righteous nor bending to threats or coercion. Stand steady. Let them go nuts around you, man. Stand steady. It's not weakness to take the center point where clarity resides, it's wisdom. While in this position, do not demonstrate in any way a fear of authority. Have confidence in this correct position where you are to express your clear vision with no fear of a negative outcome. Do not give up your position and do not embellish the truth to gain power. In that would be danger. In review, you will see that when you are entering into a present arrangement or an agreement, you are not clear, or you are in denial about the truth of the situation. Often, we become blinded by unreal expectations fired by desire. Go back to the onset of the situation and root out where you missed or denied the truth. Do not let this internal revelation activate further conflict by trying to correct the situation. Cool yourself. It is not correctable in its present form. If you try, it will bring further conflict and further arguments. During arguments, you are blinded to the truth. This hexagram song advises that you are to withdraw from the situation long enough so that you can more clearly see what is happening or has happened. You may decide to withdraw completely, seeing that the agreement, whether actual or inferred, was built on false premises and false promises. Whether you stay in or leave it behind, the clarity you will gain will bring peace of mind and will make way for good fortune. If your choice is to proceed, your benefit is to recognize that conflict is being felt by all involved. It's not just you. With a firm stance and an open heart, meet opposition halfway. Negotiate up to the point where you feel there's fairness and you have clarity of purpose. This leads to good fortune, to abundance, to tranquility. If no fair resolution is possible, then swiftly, without delay, move on. No blame. Conflict among the people is presently amplified by the massive discord and conflict between nations and in our natural world. The people are at odds. Political posturing based on greed for power, place, or money is running rampant. And the cognoscente has lost sight of the damage that's being done every moment to our blessed planet. Take heed. It's time that we are in service to our Gaia to help her to get no further into disrepair. You're picking up on negativity and fear that's going on all around you with the earth and politics, your relationships, and it can't be helped. That's what's happening. That's why you're feeling it. Now consciously and realizing that this energy is coming from the external, not from the internal. That's what's making the discord. Separate yourself from the influence of the negativity as reflected in relationships and in the decisions that affect your personal journey. Greed causes people to argue with and try to control nature. Now, it's hard to wrap your head around that, how people would think that this is possible, to control nature. This is a conflict that nature will win, hands down. Look to the tides, the weather, to anywhere where man has challenged or tried to tame nature and bend it to his will. It is a ridiculous battle, one that cannot be won by will, trickery, or force. It is the ego of mankind that must be tamed, not nature. Here it is the individual egos that must be dealt with to allow the flow of nature, compassion, and love to be the tide that carries our earth toward our goals of harmony and to completion. Quite often, when a new and exciting project or relationship is before you, you can become lost in the potential of the projected outcome. So easy to do. This can lead to arguments and to conflicts. In the enlightened business model, a firm and fair contract must be put in place before one invests one's time, money, energy. The same is true when it comes to family, friends, or other groups with whom we affiliate. To have a successful outcome, face your fears. Look to what's causing discord and deal with these issues head on. To do this, have a clear picture of all sides of the situation. Begin by disengaging fully from the emotional state that your inner doubts and conflict have activated. This will allow you to see all sides of the situation from this standpoint. You'll see what must be done, and you will be acting from your inner sense of fairness and truth, and not out of greed, and not out of fear, and not trying to make yourself look good or to appease others. In relationships, cultivate compassion and listen fully to your partner. In business, communicate with focus and compassion for your associates. Do not be afraid to speak from your heart. You will be heard as you speak considered truth. Angst will cause anxiety or depression. Look to where you're rigid or demanding of yourself or demanding of others. Give yourself a break and adapt a point of view that takes the pressure off. Meet yourself halfway. Take an inventory of your goodness, of your skills, and your intent, in knowing that you are enough and will make the right decision. It may be to withdraw completely, or it may be to begin anew with a more flexible point of view, negotiating a place of fairness and a place of harmony. This reading is a teaching for what may be something that you're dealing with right now, or you might feel something coming or see something coming, and have this in mind. Knowing this will bring you to a place where you can avoid the conflict and use that energy and convert the energy of conflict to love. At the beginning of any enterprise, be it business, art, love, or any form of group endeavor, listen to what others say. Do not dismiss the subtle doubts and nagging sense of unease that you may feel in early communication. At the beginning of getting to know someone romantically, listen. Listen closely to this. At the beginning of what could be a romantic situation, listen for clues as to how they've behaved in the past. Often, they may say, they're not very good at relationships, or they're not ready for a relationship. Listen to this, and then take the next bus out of town. Just go no further. In business or other group endeavors, investigate how others in the field perceive your colleagues. You have to go further than Google. You got to talk to people. Listen to what they're saying about past deals, about partners or involvements. Listen to them. If you sense negativity or dishonesty or greed, do not proceed. If they talk badly about past partners and what was done to them, boy, take a good hard look. Bow out gracefully and bow out with compassion. As an artist, choose representation carefully. Ask the hard questions, always known as what they need, not the other way around. If in any situation you do not know which way to go, it is a sign to disengage, go to center. From that point, you'll have a clear picture of the situation in its entirety. Once you've gained this perspective, you can move forward with confidence and grace. This will lead to a peaceful and to a prosperous outcome. Yeah. That's what's happening, and that's where we're going. Coming to this new place, to a place of understanding, to a place of dealing with conflict in a really conscious way and not let it take us off course. All that comes towards us is useful. It's energy in disguise. Trust, it's energy in disguise. And I often say, angels come in strange disguises. So look closely. This temperate night I lay supine to the moon, and she heals my soul. I hope I see some of you in New York. I'm there from October 1st to October 15th, having a one-day seminar on October 8th in Chelsea. And I move on to Toronto. I'm having 2 workshops, one for doctors, one for practitioners, and one for my students. So I send you so much love. I hope to see you in this tour. If not, come to Tulum. It's pretty cool here. I send you big love. With an open heart and with grace. I'm blessed that you listen at this moment. I'm blessed that you read the work. For you not being there is the tree falling alone in the forest. In Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. I do. Namaste. Namaste.